Dave at the allotment. Dave, what are you after this afternoon? Still cracking on at the allotment? Get the kettle on. It's Dave at the allotment. See you in a bit.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to another episode of Dave's Allotment on this glorious sunny evening. I've come over after work because things need watering outside. Hasn't rained for a few days now, so things are looking dry because it's been quite sunny. So there's a couple of other jobs I can show you what I'm going to do, so follow me. As you can see, I've chopped back the comfrey because that was getting out of hand. I couldn't even see me path anymore. Right, so the onions and that are getting a good watering, and the potatoes and what have you. And while that's getting watered, I've got a little job here. As you can see, the nets are off. That's for a reason. Now, have a look at these kalettes while the net is off. They're getting massive. Now I don't know what to do with these, so what I had a look on YouTube, typed in Kalettes, and there's a few videos, and I didn't know they grew to about 6 foot tall, which is a bit of a mission, because the net that was over, it was starting to just bulge, and they weren't growing anymore. They were just compacting together at the top of the net, and I didn't think that would have been very good for them. So I'm going to make a little construction, see if I can make it a bit higher. Look at me kale, getting loads of this off. While the net's off, I'll show you me cabbage as well. I've picked one. They're all starting to heart up now, lovely. So when they're out, I'll get some winter cabbage in there. And this kale is just never ending. I've had loads of crops off it. And it's still going thick and fast. But today the job is basically trying to get a little bit of a higher net thing over the top of these kalettes, because I know birds don't bother with the kale or the cabbages when they get too big, like, but I do know they eat sprouts, so I don't want them to start eating the kalettes before they've even had a chance. So like I say, that's the little job for the new. So I'll put these on this tripod. And I'll crack on. Right, that's going to have to do, because it's getting on now, and that was a bit more tricky than what I thought. So I'll show you round anyway. As I can see, it's getting a bit late now, it's nearly 8:30. Anyway, hopefully that'll keep them off, just temporary like, till I can figure out a better idea. There's a few gaps, but hopefully the pigeons won't see them. And that'll do for now. Job done, hopefully, fingers crossed for now. Anyway, spitting out the rain, that's weird. How can that be? There isn't a cloud in the sky. Right, the potatoes have had a good watering. Get the flowers off. The onions have had a good watering. Everything's coming up. I've been getting a good crop of beans off as well. These turnips are doing canny, and so are the beetroot. I've noticed here my giant pumpkin. Now there is a flower, a female on there, and there was a male flower, so what I did was picked it off and self-pollinated it. Hopefully that'll do the trick. My sweet corn's coming on canny here, it'll be nearly ready to pick. Loaded with sweet corn. It's incredible. Give them a quick shake just in case. I've chopped back these spinach, but I don't know, it's too late. Thanks for the suggestion anyway. Everybody who mentioned that. These parsnips are doing okay as well. I'll leave them in for a little bit longer. The carrots in between Jeff's onions are doing canny. The rain's been coming on strong, which helps the garden. Oh, I'll quickly show you these roses. And these potatoes and the tyres here, they're doing good as well. My apples are still thickening up. There's a couple on there. There's no pears on, which is a pity because there was a few on. My roses are starting to perk back up. So what I think I'm going to do is, I don't think this is a climbing rose after all. So I'm going to cut it back. Hopefully this one will start climbing, or I could just get some clematis. Who knows? Talking about clematis, come and have a look at this. Them onions are starting to thicken up there now. Still standing up straight and true. This bay's coming on as well. I've chopped that borage down because it was getting ridiculous. Or lovage, sorry. These tatties, I've just chopped that comfrey down and laid it there for now because I ain't got time. Aye, Jeff's giant onions, they are doing canny as well. About bigger than my fist. There's still plenty of time for them to grow. Flowers. This artichoke is starting to flower now. Most of it's flower. It's starting to flower and it's flower. Right, I'll crack on. Look at these sweet peas, looking nice. Nice sweet peas. Annie's little thing, thank you for the comments about the lily. I have done what everybody said. The calendula's coming out there, and there's some more roses coming on the bush, because that's the last one there. I've been deheading it and all that, looking after it. Annie's nameplate as well. I don't know if you remember, but it was made up. I had stuck it onto wood. Now the no more nails wasn't working very well, so I found a piece of slate, which is ideal. It's off an old fireplace or something, and it's an exact size I needed. And I've no more nails that on, and it's no way coming off there. So that's a lot better. That'll last a long time. Longer than me. Right. Crack on. Look at this. Right. I mean, it looks nice and all of that. Look at all this greenery. But I don't know. I'm gonna let them flower, and then before they go to seed, which these ones are starting to now, so these are coming out. They're coming out before they spread all over the place, because I don't want these again. But it's doing what it says on the tin, like wild flowers are it. Get them out. Me lavender, this suffocating me lavender, which is flowering. The bees like that. Look at this. My sunflower now is about 8 foot tall. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10 on one plant. So what do I do? Leave these little ones on, or take them off, so it'll just concentrate on that. You decide. Right, I'll crack on, because there's something else as well. Look at these sweet peas. They just start to die off there, so I'll prick them off, so they'll keep on flowering. Pardon me about that burp, folks. I've just had a drink of Lucasade Sport. Gets you off this fast. Right, look at this. My Clematis has started to flower, which is nice. Canny. That one is the Ville de Leon. So it's doing alright there. This other one, I think that's that one now. That's starting to get the flowers on there as well. I've been deheading my dahlias because I caught Gardener's World the other night, just 5 minutes of it like, and he was on about dahlias and deheading them. But I already knew how to do it like, but you know, just do it like that and then you get more flowers on. And it is starting to rain. That's weird, that. How can that be? Right, this honeysuckle as well, that's flying away. And I took a honeysuckle cutting from there's a honeysuckle in the path there. Took a cutting from that and it started a root. Get it in. That might go up there where that rose is. Right into the greenhouse. Tomatoes are still coming on strong, like the shaman, and they keep going on, used to say. Coming on strong. Aye, lush man, lush. We just had a good watering feed. I like the water as well at this time of night, especially if it's going to be sunny and blazing sun, because the water will just evaporate before it gets into the ground. But like I say, they're doing alright. These fourth trusses now are starting to thicken up as well, so it's all good. Now this beetroot, I'll pull this one here. They're small. Something's ate all the leaves. I'll just go through them there. Well, they're alright size. I'll leave them in for a few more days, see what happens. My melon, I don't know what's happening to this, because I've never grew them before. The cucumbers are doing alright though. I've had a couple off already. There's a few more starting. There's a couple of nice ones down here actually. Let's see if I can get it. There. Look at that. That's like a show one, that. Pardon me for giving you a really crap view of camera there. There. That's not bad. There's another one underneath. There's a load on. These market more ones are starting to come on now as well. Prickly them ones like. But it's covered in flowers and they're covered in cucumbers. So everything's coming on canny good. The challenge carrot. Can you see it there? I don't know if it's going to get any wider than that, like, I just have to keep hoping. In this parsnip, the ugly parsnip challenge, that's canny deep, that, but look at the size of the leaves, man. Look at the size of the leaves, man. The other day when I was watering, there was a bird in here, it was a wren. I was like, oh no, how did you get in here? I thought it had flew in through this little gap. So I was like, oh no, I didn't want it to hurt itself when it was, because it must have been frightened. And so I left, I opened the net, and I tried to get it to go out the net, but you know where it went? There's a little hole there in the corner where the grapevine's coming up. It went in there, and it went out there. So that's crazy, that, like, it must be nesting round there somewhere. Right, anyway, that's about it, folks. I want me tea. These 5-spot things are still flowering as well. Nemophilia 5 spot. They're nice, like I might grow them again. I don't know, does anybody know if these will come back again, or do you need to re-sow the seeds or what? I don't know, it took ages for them to grow like. Right, anyway, there's nothing else I can show you. So, I say bye for now. I hope the weather stays like this so we can get a bit more work done. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, and all that kind of thing. I'll leave you on a view of the sweet peas. Bye now.